Hey, 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 what's up, everybody? What's up? Anthony Morrison here, and welcome. Welcome to tonight's Success Connection. If you are excited to be here, just give me a big yes in the chat box. All right. I'm seeing lots of yeses in the chat box. This is awesome. All right, man. Energy tonight. Energy tonight. I am excited to be here and excited really because I'm going to get to share something with you guys that is super just super awesome. And so going to be sharing that with you here in just a second. Let me get my webcam on. There we go. All right, there we go. Perfect. All right, so everybody's back in the mix. Very, very good. So very cool. Everybody have a good week? Just give me a big yes if you've had a good week so far. All right. I see lots and lots of yeses popping here in the chat box. That's good. But I'm glad that you guys are having a good week. I'm glad that all of you are excited about being here tonight. And man, I can't express to you how excited I am to be here. Really, just to share with you. Let's just kind of knock a few things out real fast, okay? Because we got some cool stuff going on the Success Connection. First of all, if you're here and you're excited and you love the Success Connection, do me a favor. Make sure that you go to our Facebook group. Okay, you can see it right here. All right, go.thesc.com/group. Just go to our Facebook group right now and let everybody know we are live on the Success Connection. Nick, I'm gonna let you give away $50 to one person that tells everybody we are live on the Success Connection in the Facebook group. So you guys go do that right now while we open things up tonight. You're not going to miss anything. Go to the group. You see the link right there. If you're not a member of our group, go to that link and apply to be a member of the group. We'll get you in as soon as we possibly can tonight, okay? For those of you that are new to the Success Connection, listen, the Success Connection, we're here really to work with you, and help you build your own online business. All right, I started this about 7 years ago with the main goal being to educate people on not just one specific thing that they could do in business, but all the things that you can do online to make money. And then not just to educate, but to do a lot of it for you, but then also have you do a lot of it with me. And so it's kind of a done for you, done with you type of thing, which I think is unique and different and always just exciting, right? Thursday nights are a blast. Now I know, it's opening night football, right? But we're a packed house. We literally are about to hit 1,000 people on here. We haven't been on, what, 8 minutes? So we're going to max this thing out tonight, which is awesome. Thank you so much. So we compete with the football and we still win, which is great. And listen, at the end of the day, you guys all win for being here. If you're new, this is not about, partner with Anthony or a YouTube course or an ambassador course or anything like that. The Success Connection is kind of like this standalone siloed thing where I teach you how to build your own business. Okay, so I'm teaching you how to build your own online business, doing the things that I'm doing. So doing the stuff that I'm doing right now. And then I build some of that stuff with you, but it all ties together. So whatever courses you have, those courses are going to be able to tie together and work cohesively with the businesses that we build here on the Success Connection. Now, of course, if you've been here forever, you already know all this, so thank you for showing up. Couple of quick announcements that we're going to make, okay? Tonight, I'm going to be giving you a done-for-you webinar that's built out in Clickfunnels, okay? I'm also going to be going through the done-for-you webinar in Webinar Fuel. You guys are getting done-for-you businesses from me that are going to absolutely rock the house, okay? They're going to help you start to make real money. In fact, I was looking on my phone. Give me 1 second. Let me see. Boom. Rick Mara. So Rick Mara on September 7th, so 2 days ago, posted a commission and a sale for our for the offer that we've built out for you. The thing that we've built out for you right here. Rick made a $1,000 sale, got a $400 commission already, hadn't even had access to this for a week, right? So this stuff is actually working. This is something that, like, Rick is halfway to $1,000 in revenue already, and this is on something that's brand new, right? Now, if Rick owned that course, he would have already made $1,000. So I mean, it's an epic opportunity. But before we get into the business, before I start to teach anything tonight, before I go down the path that we always go down, I'm going to go ahead, for those of you that did not see in the Facebook group, the announcement that will change my life. I am expecting a baby girl to join our family March of 2022. So super excited. I posted this in the Facebook group a couple days ago, in the Success Connection group, but I know how group messages go. They move all over the place, and so it can sometimes be hard to find. But yeah, we my wife and I, she is 14 weeks pregnant, so you can kind of see some of the photos from, this is our backyard. So this is a lake behind our house, and this is us. So she's 14 weeks pregnant, and these are our dogs. So I'll tell you real quick how this happened. What we did was, we had all of our family and friends, but we stayed outside because of obvious coronavirus, and we only let my aunt know if it was a boy or a girl. And then, so we had all the different color balloons and stuff, and then we just love our dogs. We're dog people, and Chloe and Sophie are like our kids, and so we wanted them to be a part of this. And so what we did was, we bought them, you can probably see it in these photos if you look at it in the group, but we bought them pink bows and blue bows. And so what we did was, we had my aunt put, whichever one it was, a boy or a girl, she put the bows in their hair and released them in the backyard, and they ran around the swimming pool, and of course they run right to us. And so that's how we found out which gender it was a boy or girl, was from our dogs running up to us. And so they had a blast. They were a part of it, which we were happy with. We wanted to be simple and fun, and of course personal. And so I will be Daddy Anthony come March, and this was my wife's expression when she saw that it was a girl, and you can clearly see behind her at me my expression when I saw that it was a girl. So I was betting. Look, I would be happy with anything as long as it's a healthy baby, but I was betting on it being a boy, and I'd made all these bets with everybody. I'm like, it's gonna be a boy. I know it is. I'm positive. Blah blah blah. And then my little dogs come running around. They're like, all right, Daddy, more girls to the house. So I was like, oh, more women in the house, But super excited, and man, just such a such a crazy experience, It's like it hasn't really sunk in yet that I'll be a dad. I just never really, I don't know. It's not that I love kids, like I'm a kid person, but like I've just never seen myself as a dad. I can't. It's like a whole nother level of growing up that I'm not 100% sure I'm ready for, but everybody told me you'll never really be ready. You just have to jump in, and that'll be the best thing you ever do. And so I kept hearing that and hearing that and hearing that, and then I said, you know what? Let's go for it. And so we did. So super exciting. I'll keep you guys up to date as we get a little closer. And of course, I will bring my daughter. That sounds really weird to say, but I'll bring her on the Success Connection and let everybody see her in due time. So, but at the end of the day, for me, the Success Connection is always about, and it always has been about, being able to grow as an entrepreneur, to help you grow as an entrepreneur, but also just to be able to connect on a more personal level, and have some of those personal experiences and be able to share them with you guys. I see all the comments. Thank you so much. It's, I don't know, it's a crazy ride, right? And I'm glad I'm on it, and I'm glad to have all of you on it with me as well. So thank you for your comments, your well wishes. My wife is doing fine. She was really sick the first, I would say, 12 weeks. She was really sick. I was worried. She's already tiny, and she was just, very sick, and so she was losing weight. But now the morning sickness and stuff has seemed to subside a lot, and now she's doing good. So she's just enjoying the ride, and just it's the happiest I've probably seen her ever. So I have a feeling I'm about to be number 2 in her life. I've been number 1 for about 12 years, and I've enjoyed that. I'm accustomed to that, but I've already seen that I'm like already number 2. It's like, well, I'm shopping for this crib, or I'm shopping for this glider, or this. I'm like, what are all these things? And I can't do that for you right now. So I'm already kind of moving down the totem pole, if you will. But hey, I guess that's part of life. So thank you all for your comments, and like 300-400 of you commented on the photo in Facebook. So thank you all so much, and we'll keep you in the loop. And as we continue to build out your business, my daughter will continue to grow and develop, I guess. And eventually she'll be here, and all of you will get to meet her. So will be exciting. So with that said, all right, we'll switch gears, and let's talk about you. Let's talk about your your business. All right. So what we're looking at, I'm gonna get my trusty iPad out. You guys know that that's all I do is draw. All right, let's see. There we go. So I told you that this week I was going to give you the Done For You webinar in Clickfunnels. I told you I was going to walk you through the Webinar Fuel kind of setup and where things are, right? And then we ran this contest, which Nick has already given some prizes out for. We do that throughout the week. So you had some to-dos. You needed to get Clickfunnels. You needed to get Webinar Fuel. Most of you all have this. You could get the YouTube Business Builder program if you wanted 100% commissions, and then go live in the Facebook group. So all of these things have been done. It's really down to focusing on this and focusing on this. So what I want to do is kind of draw out this. If you're new, we're working on the affiliate selling system. Okay. So we're working on the affiliate selling system, and when we work on that, okay, and what it really means is that people don't buy in one specific way and for one specific thing. People buy in different ways. We have what we call, just webinars. We have replays, right? We have closeouts. Yeah, that looked bad. So we have these things called closeout series. We have what we call PLF, which is, it's like an EDU drip feed, meaning you get a little bit of it each day. We have, we have VSLs. We have long copy pages, meaning pages that are really long and have a lot of copy, right? So we have all of these different things, right? And heck, now we have social media, right? So we can now influence. All right, so we have all these different things that we can use to make a sale. All right, what you have to start to think about in your brain, and this is the important part, is that you have all these people. Okay, this person for some reason has 4 arms, so we're gonna he's just going to have really big arms and really little legs, similar to me, right? And everybody else is just going to be stick figures because that's just ridiculous. That person looks like he has a broken arm, but whatever. All right, so you have all these people, all right? And the idea is that wherever they're at, your omnipresent okay, omnipresent. And what that means is that you are able to be seen everywhere, okay? And so omnipresence is important, right? And the reason is because people gravitate to and they purchase from different ways, different methods, different techniques, different everything. There's people that will see a post on social media and immediately go buy, but they won't watch a webinar, or they won't watch a replay, or they're not going to read a long page. Then there's people that are only going to buy if they watch a webinar. They're not going to buy just because you posted some stuff on an Instagram account, right? And so there's all these different ways to actually make the sale, all right? What we've been doing is building your system, all right? And since we're building it out for what we call high ticket, okay, so high ticket products, what we're doing is we're focusing on one specific strategy. And actually, I'm not going to draw that, I have it up here. We're focusing on one specific strategy, and it's right here, okay? So the first thing we're doing is getting people to register for a webinar, okay? Now, I have already given you the registration page, the thank you page, and the automated webinar. If you're new tonight, you'll get access to it, don't worry, but let's just take a look at it first, all right? Let's close this down. I gave you this, all right? I gave you this funnel right here, which has all these opt-in pages and thank you pages. And say we'll just look at one like this, okay? Opt-in page right here, thank you page right here. All right. Now, these opt-in pages and thank you pages are designed specifically. If you look at it, sorry, I thought I was on Zoom. I meant to click this one. All right. If you look at it, then you'll see that this is the opt-in and the thank you page. It has to connect to your automated webinar, okay? Now, we are promoting the YouTube Business Builder course, all right? This is a course that I myself sell. You get 40% commissions. Now, I did have somebody else bring up to me like, Anthony, why are you always peddling us to sell your products? You can sell whoever's products you want, but I don't really sell other people's products. And the reason I don't sell other people's products is because most of them suck. That's just the way, the harsh truth. Most of them have a lot of stuff in it that's not true, hypey, fake testimonials, blah, 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 blah. So I just don't sell a lot of other people's stuff. So when I teach you on the Success Connection, I can only teach you what I personally do, or else I'm not doing you any favors. I'm making stuff up. I'm like, oh, and look, you run this webinar. Yeah, you could, but it probably is fake. You know what I mean? I will never do that to you. I will always only tell you the truth and teach you what I do. So I teach you how to sell my things. There's benefits to it. For instance, the YouTube Business Builder course, you get 40% commissions on it, okay? But if you own it, which a lot of you do now, if you buy it, I give you 100% commissions. Not because I want to make the course a business opportunity, but because I just want to help you out. So I'm like, well, heck, if you bought the course from me, I'll just go on and give you 100% commissions if you're selling it. So really, you're able to just operate your own business as if it were mine, or my business as if it were yours. And there's a big benefit in that, right? So I gave you this the last couple, like 2 weeks ago. Last week I gave you the automated webinar. The automated webinar, I released it right here inside of inside of Webinar Fuel. So if you go right here, you go over here to this DFY box, you will now see 2 different automated webinars. This one you don't really have to focus on right now for the Success Connection. You want to focus on this one because this is the one we're building out. It's the YouTube Masterclass. You can click for more information and you can instantly see a preview of the webinar right here. So you can watch it to a certain point, pause it, come back, watch some more, pause it, so that you understand what you're selling. You can see a preview of one of the registration pages. You can use any of them, okay? Preview of the thank you page. And then I went ahead and filmed a 10-minute video to show you how to use it. Now, I think that's very important because, man, the stuff I see that people write back to me, I'm just like, how do you not? I filmed the video for you. Watch the video. So like 90% of the support requests that I get, I'm like, just watch the video. Like, I put it in the video. The one thing that I did not say in the video that is very important is that even if you are already a affiliate of mine, because you're in partner with Anthony or the ambassador program or anything, you still need to click this button down here and join the affiliate program, because what that actually does is it activates the links for this offer in your account, okay? So even if you are currently an affiliate of ours, I still need you to click that button and fill that form out, okay? Now, this is a software called Webinar Fuel. Some of you don't have access to this because you haven't purchased it, right? I apologize, I have drainage. That's why you see me stop talking so much. One thing that you guys will have to understand is that as we build out these businesses, okay? So as we build out these businesses, there are 2 tools that you really need, okay? There's 2 tools that are almost necessary. Well, they are necessary if you're going to do this, right? So there's 2 tools, Webinar Fuel and Clickfunnels, okay? They do different things, okay? This does webinars and this does funnels, okay? So when you start looking at the business we're building out for you, okay, like these registration pages, like right there where I'm drawing that big dark circle and right here where I'm drawing this dark circle, okay, those things, all right, are funnels. Those are built in Clickfunnels. Case in point, I've already built them for you. They're right here. These are those pages, right? They're built in Clickfunnels. The actual webinar that automates and plays automatically is built in Webinar Fuel. And what we do, and this of course is Webinar Fuel. In fact, what we'll do is we'll go in and connect to my shared account. And we'll come back to this one in a minute. Boom. All right. So, so this is the actual, this is the webinar that you'll get access to. Now, you have the webinar in Webinar Fuel. You have the pages in Clickfunnels. All you have to do to connect the 2 of these together is simply go into Webinar Fuel and go to your registration widgets, okay? And you want to place your widgets. You'll see that you have an embed widget here. You just grab this code that is in here. And by the way, all of this is in that how-to video, because listen, you're watching me do it right now, but it's so much easier to do this if you can play the video of me doing it and do it alongside that, right? But basically, we just copy this information and we're going to paste it. It's copy and paste. We're going to go into our opt-in page right here. So if I can't make it a little bigger. Let's see it a little better. We're going to go into our opt-in page. And I've already got a box here where I want you to put it. And all you got to do is click that box, edit it, and then you just paste that code in there, okay? And when you do and you save it, I'm not going to save it, but when you save it, okay, then what's going to happen is when somebody comes to that page, they're going to see this button. When they click this button, it's going to ask them for their email address. When they click the next button, it's going to ask them to select dates and times and give names and phone numbers so that they can register for your webinar. Everything else is done for you. Literally, the video that plays on the webinar, done for you. The registration setup, done for you, okay? The webinar room, everything in here, set up, done for you. All this notification emails, okay? So all the emails that are going to go out to help you generate sales, done for you, right? You don't even have to do them. Look, right here. Look at all these emails, done. These, by the way, I want to explain something to you guys, and I think this is important, okay? So hear me out on this. These are the exact same emails that I am using right now when I sell this course. All I did was copy my webinar and give it to you, okay? That's it. So you have access to deploy this. What you want to do if you have Webinar Fuel or if you get Webinar Fuel later, you go over here to the DFY button, click on YouTube Masterclass. First thing I would do is watch the How to Use button, okay? You can click this button up here that imports your webinar. That's what's going to import that webinar into Webinar Fuel. And then, of course, you want to click the Join Affiliate Program button, even if you're already an affiliate, and fill it out, okay? That's what's going to give you your affiliate links. That's how you track your commissions. Inside of this 10-minute video, I show you everything you need to do, step by step. There's no sense in taking 10 minutes of your time tonight to do that. It's right there where you can pause it and you can walk through it and do the exact same thing. What this video shows you how to do is get this webinar into your account right here, and then it shows you how to take that code and put it on these pages so that you connect your Clickfunnels account with your Webinar Fuel account. So that the only thing that you are really missing is traffic, right? I mean, that's really it. And if you look at this right here, the affiliate selling system, okay, what we're giving you and what we're doing is phase one was basically this right here, okay? It was give you all the pages that you need in order to succeed. The opt-in page, the thank you page, the actual webinar, all the follow-up emails to the webinar, everything is done. You could take that, and as long as you go over here and you get traffic, okay, so we want to highlight traffic because traffic is key, but obviously once you have some traffic going through here, you can start to make money. Rick did, right? He already has made a $1,000 sale of this exact product right here, already done. We haven't even gotten into phase 2, phase 3, or phase 4. These other phases are additional selling points because remember I told you earlier that people buy different ways. I've given you now webinars, okay? It's done. I'm going to give you replays, closeouts, and PLFs, all in this same funnel, okay? Now, some of you said, Anthony, I don't have Webinar Fuel, and I don't want to buy it. I said, okay. So they said, how can we use it? How can we do a webinar just with Clickfunnels? So I'm going to show you. First of all, if you're new to the Success Connection, you will be able to get Webinar Fuel. I will put a link right here on this page for you. This is from earlier today. I always pull it up on my computer just in case, and I check everything. So when you get to this, it'll have a link for you to be able to get Webinar Fuel. so that you can have the software so that you can download the done for you webinar. Okay, so it'll be in here. But let's say that you don't have Webinar Fuel and you want to do this. Now, I'm going to go on and tell you right now, okay, because I like to keep it real with you. I like to be honest with you. No lies, no false impressions. You know, I always try to just be honest, you know. It's just, I don't have to try, it's pretty easy. I'm going to give you a way that you can run this webinar and make sales. I'm also going to tell you right now that it is not going to convert as well as running it in Webinar Fuel, okay? If it would, and if it did, I wouldn't have spent, you know, $1 million+ developing Webinar Fuel. Webinar Fuel is $97 a month. I invested $1 million because Webinar Fuel makes me so much more money on my webinars. But let's just say that you are the person that says absolutely no. I'm not getting Webinar Fuel, Anthony. I don't care how good it is. I don't want you to feel left out. I don't want you to feel like you can't do this business. The Success Connection is not a business where we are all about trying to sell you stuff, right? These are just tools, by the way. These are tools, and they're tools that in order for me to build things out and give them to you, you have to have. So I always try to find a way, how can I build it for you without that tool or without this tool? And sometimes I can't, you know? So what I've done is I've built this webinar out for you, and I built it out specifically, okay, to help you be able to sell this without having to run it in Webinar Fuel. Now, for those of you that say, well, Anthony, I already got Webinar Fuel. Here's the deal. Remember how I told you that we're going to sell in different ways? You're going to want to get this funnel too. I'm going to show it to you. And the reason you're going to want to get this funnel, and it's real simple, the reason you're going to want to get this funnel is because this is another way. Remember, hold on. Remember all of this? We're going to use this funnel deep down in here, okay? So even if you have Webinar Fuel, I want you to download this funnel tonight. It's free. I want you to download it anyway, okay? And the reason I want you to do it is we are going to use it. It's gonna serve almost as a replay page, okay? But I've set this up for you. You can see right here, it has automated webinar page, boom, okay? And it's got a button that says save my seat for the next event, all right? So you can put in your email address and connect this button so that it shoots people over to the next page in the funnel, which is the countdown page. So let me show you what that looks like. And I kept these very simple. I used some of my pages. These are my pages. But do you see how this just says the webinar is going to start in 33 seconds, join the room? What I did was I took out the whole schedule yourself. Since most of the time what we do is we do a webinar on what we call just in time. That means that the webinar starts every 15 minutes. So starts at 3 o'clock, 3:15, 3:45, 4, 4:15, 4:30, 4:45, 5, you know, that kind of thing. So what I did was I set it up so that it was like, hey, the webinar is starting now, right? So you could click here to join the room. Boom. I click to join the room, and it instantly takes me to the webinar, and it says join this session in progress. I'm not going to join it because it'll start talking and that'll be loud. It's got my picture up here, and what's going to happen is you're going to notice that there's no buy button. There's no way for anybody to buy. That's because when you're running a webinar and you're selling a product like this, you want the buy button to be hidden until the video says click the link to buy. So if you look back at the registration page right here, you'll see that we have the webinar broadcast room, okay? If you click here to edit it, what you'll find is there is a button here. Look, boom. All you have to do to make this work for you is put your affiliate link to the purchase right here. Okay, you just click this and you'll see it's got my affiliate, or it's just got a link in there. You want to take this out and put your affiliate link in there. Okay, so your affiliate link goes here, and then that makes this button, when somebody clicks it, they go to the order form, but they go through your affiliate link, so therefore you make money. Okay, you get the commission on it, which is great news for you. All right, so we have all of those pages built out, and we have a webinar replay page built out. Let's check that out. All right, so let's just pull that page up. All right, so we register, we go to the thank you page, which then takes us here, and then we go to a replay page. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. I left this literally as Russell has made it as a template. We have tried many, many times to beat the conversion rate on replay pages of just basic pages. Like, this is extremely basic, right? Fact of the matter is, the only thing that I can think of that I would want to change on here, and I'm going to change, is the background color. I like for the background color to be white, okay? Which doesn't even look like that necessarily worked. So I might have to change it from within this whole container. So I'll work on that. But that's really the only thing that I would do, is make this background white. The page itself, it's very basic, but it's basic because that's what typically works. You want people's attention on this. You don't want their attention on anything else. You just want it on this, you know? And so what we do is we put the button for purchase right here, and this is when and where you're gonna want to put your affiliate link again. So if you start thinking about this and you start looking at all the stuff you have the opt-in page, then you have well, here, I went ahead and clicked that button, so I lost this page on my tabs. So let me just launch it out there. All right, so we register, we go to our confirmation page, we can click to join the webinar, which takes us right here to join the session that's being played. Then we have a replay page. So we have all of these pages set up and ready to go. Now, what that means is that if you do not want to do your webinar in Webinar Fuel, you can do it here in Clickfunnels. Now, as I have told you multiple times, so I want to be very clear that when we're running something that looks like this, which basically means we're running a whole lot of stuff, right? Like, there's a ton of stuff that's going on in this particular business, right? It's not like we're just running one page. We're putting multiple things out there in order to hopefully, and this is the typical trend, our hope is that hopefully we're going to be able to generate more sales by showing people the same offer in different ways, right? And that is normal, right? That is normal human psychology. We will purchase in different ways, right? That's just, you know, I don't know why, but you know, I think the reason for it, to be totally honest with you, is all about what we will give our attention to, right? So a lot of times we don't give our attention, our full attention, to certain things in certain places and in certain situations, if you will. So we sit there and we say, okay, well, we want to convert at the highest rate possible. Okay, how do we do that? Well, we've got to grab attention, right? We have to get attention, or else there's no way that we're gonna make a sale. So that automated webinar grabs that attention, okay? It garners the attention from people, and they're like, oh, they're in the zone. But then there are some people that say, yo, I don't have the attention span to sit there for 2 hours. I want to just jump right in, and I want to be able to do this right now, right? That's why you have replay pages, because people can come in, they can see it, they can say, wow, this makes sense, and then they can immediately take action, move forward, and get the thing that they're looking to get. Whereas with a webinar, they can't do that. So people buy for different reasons and in different ways. And so we want to, when we create a selling machine, okay, we want to make sure that we have that selling machine set up in a way that grabs attention from everyone, right? Any type of person will still focus on this thing, right? And so I think it's important that when you start looking at, you know, drawings like the one you see on here, what we highlighted in yellow, that's all about automating a webinar, right? But the next steps are all about closing something down, right? So like next week, the week after, we'll be giving you pages that allow you to run this like sequence of close down events where it's like, okay, time is running out. There's not going to be access to this available after a certain time. What does that do? That gets a different type of person to say, wow, I need to take action. I need to move forward. I need to do this, right? Because they're the type of people that are motivated by that fear of missing out. Then we reopen it. We give people a second chance, right? Then we close it down again. And then we go through what we call the PLF series. And this is a product launch formula series that was kind of built by a guy named Jeff, or kind of coined product launch formula by Jeff. But really what it is it's providing good quality content to people over a series of days that educates them to the point that they are ready to make a purchase on the last day. And that's what product launch formula does. It's really taking your webinar and splitting it up into chunks and delivering it over the course of multiple days. And that's, of course, the next thing in the series and in the line. So what we're going to do, okay, what we're going to do currently is run the automated webinar. If you are going to use Clickfunnels, you can use the funnel I just showed you. If you're going to use Webinar Fuel, which is what I suggest, you would use Webinar Fuel. But later on in this machine, okay, this selling system, we'll implement these same pages that we're giving you tonight in that system, so that again, it's another touch point. It's another way to get somebody on a webinar. It's another way to show them that messaging so that you can hopefully convert other people. Does that make sense to everybody? Okay, just let me know if that makes sense. All right, very good. I'm just making sure that everybody, I'm just looking at your comments. Very cool. So everybody kind of understands the reason why this is, this is very important, right? Okay, cool. So it's at the end of the day, look, you get to decide how you're going to do it, okay? We're not going to decide for you. I've kind of told you already that it makes more sense for you to use a software like Webinar Fuel. Certainly there are other softwares. If they were as good, then I wouldn't have spent $1 million building the one I've built, right? Kind of logical. I would have just used what was already working, and that would have seemed like the logical thing to do. So for me, it's all about, you want to make sure that you have the right tools to complete the process, right? And complete what we're really building out here. And so the way that it's going to work is, once you have this system, the only thing that you really have to then focus on, guys, is this traffic piece right here, okay? You have to focus on traffic, because if you get traffic, that's what activates this whole entire thing. Right now, if you were to get traffic just with these three pieces, phase one, you can make sales. You saw Rick, he made $1,000 sale. How did he make it? All he did was generate traffic. That's it. We're going to start on phase two. So phase two is the next piece of the puzzle. So we're going to start working on this page and this phase in your business, right? We've already given you phase one. Phase two is coming up. That's the closeout series. So that's where we're going to give you this, where we close it down and then we reopen it and then we close it down again, right? So this is what's coming up next. So if we were to look at, and let's just say we looked at like, okay, what's coming up next week, okay? So next week, we're going to give you phase, what we call phase 2, the close out series for your done for you business. So this is going to be the closeout series for your done for you business, right? So what this is going to do is this is going to allow you to now park this right behind your webinar. Okay, so it's going to park right behind your webinar, and then it's going to instantly start generating more sales. There's no doubt about it. Look, when you run a higher ticket offer, so when you're selling something that's, you know, $1,000, $1,500, $2,000, you have to put more effort into generating those sales because the ticket price is higher, right? So it's not just this simple 1, 2, 3, la-di-da, you know, buy, right? You have to generate a little more rapport. You have to present things from different angles so that people fully understand it. The biggest key to selling in this industry anyway is it's your ability to make the person on the other end actually understand why they need what you have. Usually if people understand why they need something, they're open to purchasing it. But in this particular industry, people come in with the immediate thought that I don't understand this and I don't need it, right? And they just want to sell me more crap. Like that's the typical mindset that people are in when they get on your webinar or when they join one of these replays or whatever the case may be. And so we have to take them out of that mindset and put them into the right type of mindset. And that requires education, and it requires different forms of education, whether it's long form education or it's broken down into, like I said, many little pieces and delivered to them in small bites, if you will, because they don't have the attention span or the capability or even the desire to sit on something that's so long. And so we want to have an opportunity to reach each and every person. And that's why we're building out a full-blown machine. You know, a lot of times when we build these businesses for you, these done for you businesses here on the Success Connection, we pick one of these phases, right? It's like, hey, let's do this one thing. And it's like 3 or 4 pages. What you're going to have when we're finished here is like a 21-day, okay, to 21 to 28 day machine. When somebody joins and registers, over here on this first page where this big black arrow is pointing, when they register there, for 28 days, you're going to have an automated machine that's taking people through different types of selling techniques, different types of environments. It's like a journey, right? And at the end of that journey, the hope is that they've enjoyed it, they've learned from it, and they want to continue it, right? And that's the whole point of this. So you're getting something that's like massive, like on a massive scale. We're actually copying my business model here. We're not giving you one piece of it and another piece over here. Now, does it take longer to do this? Yes. Do you have to focus a little more on what I'm teaching you here? Yes. Could I just teach you the most simplistic thing, which is what's in yellow right now? Just those 3 things, 1, 2, 3, done? Of course I could. But you know, and you would probably leave here thinking, oh my gosh, Anthony's the greatest person in the world. He's taught me how to do all this awesome stuff, and that'd be great. But would you get the results that I'm getting? No, because to get the results that I'm getting, you know, to generate 7 figures, 8 figures in 30 days, you have to put effort in, and effort is all of these other pieces of the puzzle. Now, I'm building them for you. I'm giving them to you. So your effort now is to understand why and to learn how to implement, right? Because we're already giving you all of these pieces of the puzzle anyway, right? So next week, we'll give you phase 2, okay, which is going to be your closeout page, right? So you're going to get phase 2. Let me just pull it up right here. We're going to give you phase 2, the closeout series, okay, which I think is going to be epic for you, right? Now, the second thing I want is we're going to do a group contest. I want to see if you can design a closeout. Oops, I don't know why I can't spell today. A closeout page. I want you to post it in the group, okay, with hashtag close out, okay? All right, and I'm gonna give away, let's just say $500, maybe to 5 different people. So maybe $100 to 5 different people for your pages. I want you to post them in the group. We're gonna look at them and review them next week. So we will review, okay? And what this is gonna do is when I buy these, I'll distribute them out and give them to everybody, okay? So that you all have them. So that what we're doing is we're giving you multiple ways to close out your sequence. You see what I'm saying? Like when we close out, it's whatever comes out of my brain. But if I can get you and I can find some really good ones and I can buy them from you and give them to everybody, now you have multiple closeout paths, right? Which again, will hit different types of people, which will generate more and more and more revenue for you, okay? Super, super important. So I'm gonna give you phase 2 next week, okay? And I'm gonna give you the group contest opportunity this week. And then of course, I've now given you this YouTube here, and I've done the walkthrough video for you in Webinar Fuel for connecting your registration page and putting it all together. I just went ahead and filmed that and put it in there, and even made a little spot for it. So let's review it one more time for those of you that have Webinar Fuel and you're going to be using Webinar Fuel, okay? Look, you have it right here, all right? When you land on this page, you'll kind of look in a place like this. You'll want to click on DFY right over here. Of course, you can have this funnel too, but you're going to want this YouTube Masterclass. Click, it'll always say 40% commissions, by the way. Somebody asked me that in support. If you own this course and we've bumped you to 100% commissions on this, this is static. This will always say 40. But when you make sales, you'll get 100%, okay? So you're going to click more information, okay? You're going to get your registration pages and thank you pages, which you probably already have. Not everybody that has access to Webinar Fuel is on the Success Connection. So you probably don't need to download this funnel because we've already given it to you, but you're welcome to. And then you're going to watch this how to use button. This video is going to show you how to connect everything. It's all right here. It's going to show you how to import this webinar and how to launch it. You literally can have it launched in a day, right? And live with all the assets that we've given you, okay? Very, very, very simple. Essentially, you have this, and I'm going to give you this in just a minute. This is your Success Connection Student Resource Center. And inside of here, first of all, first things first, you should join our Facebook group, okay? Our Facebook group is free. This is where contests are held. This is how we communicate with you throughout the week. So you should join it. It costs you nothing to join it. If you want to follow me on YouTube, you can do that right here. It's free, lots of good training. I would also encourage everybody to subscribe to Facebook alerts. Some of you probably got Facebook alerts. The reason that some of you are not getting them is we messed up and we accidentally automatically opted everybody out. And so if you want to get our Facebook alerts, which legitimately the only thing they do is remind you of the Success Connection and sometimes give you access to a few of the things a little bit early, then you can click right here and you can join our subscribe to our Facebook alerts, right? As I mentioned earlier, you need Clickfunnels in order to do this, in order to get these pages, all these pages that I built for you, which we're going to use no matter what, or even just your registration pages and your thank you pages, you need Clickfunnels, right? You can click right here to get a free trial to Clickfunnels. It costs you nothing. You can use it for 2 weeks. I highly suggest that you do that, because if you don't do it, then obviously, you're going to miss out on the opportunity to use anything that we've built for you, right? If it stings you that I make a commission on that, just go to clickfunnels.com and buy it there. I don't care. The point is you need it, right? It's real simple. All of these yellow bars, they represent different businesses that we've built for you on the Success Connection. All these download buttons allow you to download those businesses. So you can download all of these businesses. There's tons of them, right? But what I want you to do is scroll down to the bottom, all the way down to the bottom where it says Affiliate Selling System. And what you're going to first do is you're going to get your opt-in page and your thank you page for your automated webinar. okay? This is what connects to Webinar Fuel, okay? Then you're going to download the automated webinar in Clickfunnels. When you click download here, that's what's going to give you this page, this page, this page, which already has the video on it, and this page. You don't even have to pay to host the video. We pay for it, right? So you're going to want to get access to that. If you do not have Webinar Fuel already, okay, you can get Webinar Fuel by clicking right here. So if you don't have Webinar Fuel, you can get it right here. Super simple, very easy. You can also get the YouTube Business Builder program. You can see it right here, okay? You can click right here, watch the presentation, and grab it. Right now, we're still doing this, this discount on it where you get it for half price. The goal is to remove that discount once all of you are up and selling it so that you can make, obviously, more money when you make sales, right? But right now, you can get access to it, and when you own it, okay, we give you 100% commissions on it. So what that means is if you were to click right here on this and you were to buy the YouTube Business Builder program tonight, okay, and then you were to set up your automated webinar selling the YouTube Masterclass, instead of us paying you $399 every time you make a sale, we'll pay you $997, or it's really $998.50, right? That's the actual amount. So you're going to make more than double on every single sale. One sale of the program covers what the program cost. We have never allowed anybody to do something like that. We've never given 100% commissions on one of our programs or anything like that. But my goal is that, look, if you buy this program, you're pretty serious, right? That means you're pretty serious about making money and building your business. If I give you 100% commissions on this, the playing field's level. I make the same amount of money when I make a sale as you would be making when you make a sale, right? Because I would be passing 100% of this money to you. So it's really it's obviously massively in your favor. I cannot do that for everybody. And so the threshold is, hey, you got to buy the program. And as a courtesy, I'm going to bump you to 100% commissions. Again, you will not see that change right here. So do not email my support about that. They aren't even going to respond to you. This is just typing. But you will see 100% commissions when you make a sale. Okay, you'll see it comes in, boom, you just earned $998.50 instead of, hey, you just earned $399, right? So that's important for you to note, all right? So you can get the YouTube Business Builder program right here, and we have looked at different, we're gonna shut down the 100%. We have to manually set you to 100% commissions. So it will either be this weekend or next weekend that we will probably close the door on that part. It's a lot of manual work that, quite honestly, we're just not really set up to do. We're making it work right now, but it's a lot of manual stuff, right? So super important. If you want to get that and you want to have access to the 100% commissions, I would do that this weekend or do that right now. So you can see right here, watch this presentation. That's going to take you there, okay? Now, we discussed that you need traffic in order to make this whole thing work, right? I never get on here and really talk much about anything other than, hey, look, you might sit there and say, well, Anthony, you're telling us to buy Webinar Fuel and you're telling us to buy this and Clickfunnels, that's 3 different things. Well, 2 of those are just tools, right? It's not like you're like having a full-blown sales webinar. All I've really done is teach. I'm just saying, hey, grab these tools so you have the things you need. However, I did a challenge last week. It was called the Clickfunnels Cash Flow Challenge. And throughout that challenge, we really found we were building out done-for-you webinars. In fact, we built out this done-for-you webinar, the one by Russell Brunson, where you can earn commissions selling the product for selling Clickfunnels, right? But it's the $1,000 version of Clickfunnels, not the inexpensive one. And so in that process, just listening to feedback, I was like, wow, everybody wants to learn how to generate traffic. Like that's what everybody was saying. I need traffic. I need traffic. So we put on what we call the Traffic and Launch Bootcamp. It's actually this Saturday, right? So it's Saturday, September the 11th at 12 Eastern. And then it's again Sunday at 12 Eastern. And then it's again the following Saturday on the 18th at 12 Eastern, okay? We closed access to it down, all right? So we closed down on last Sunday. We closed it down. But it occurred to me that a lot of students on the Success Connection could probably benefit from attending this. Even though you didn't attend the challenge, we're doing kind of the same thing here on the Success Connection right now. We're building a done-for-you automated business model. It's just a little longer and a little deeper than what we did on the challenge, because you guys are going to be with me for months to come. And so if you want access to this Traffic and Launch Bootcamp, you can get access to it until midnight tonight. There's a link right here that you can click and review. I'll click it for you now and kind of show you what it looks like. It's called the Traffic and Launch Workshop. All right, now it's got my friend Pedro. If you didn't join the challenge, you probably don't know who Pedro is, but if you scroll down, you'll read more. Basically, day one is going to go through the connecting your business side of things, okay? It's how do we connect all these pieces? Usually I have 1 hour to teach this, similar to tonight. On this, I'll probably go for 2 to 3 hours, right? Showing you how to connect all these different pieces together very slowly. It's on Zoom, it's not on GoToWebinar, so I can see everybody. And I'm also going to give you 5 promotional emails for your done-for-you webinars, okay? So it's really going to be all about making sure you've got things connected, all right? Day 2 is where Pedro's going to start teaching how you set up your own challenge. Now, I'm not going to go through a whole lot of that on here. That's kind of like a bonus for those of you that didn't join the challenge to learn this, but it's what we just did last week. It was phenomenal. We had a great time doing it. So it's great information, great knowledge for you to have. Day 3 is the important part for you, I think. It's the traffic workshop. What we're doing is part 1 is on Facebook ads. Okay, now I'm bringing my Facebook ad team on to show you step-by-step how to launch your Facebook ads and the new done for you, not only Russell Brunson webinar, but our YouTube Masterclass webinar. They're also creating done for you ad images and done for you ad copy. They're currently testing right now ads to see which ones work for these offers, and they're going to give them to you on this day, right? So you're going to get a step-by-step walkthrough of how to advertise on Facebook to start generating that traffic that we know that you want and that you need, right? So can't stress enough how awesome this is. These are guys that cost me, $20,000 to $30,000 a month, and they're going to come on and teach you for a couple of hours completely free, right? Like they're a bonus, you know what I mean? And then part number 2 is I'm going to start teaching my YouTube organic strategy. So if you've got my YouTube Business Builder course, this is an add-on to it, right? This is where I'm going to walk you through parts of that strategy live. I'm going to show you how to drive more traffic to your offers. I'm going to show you some of the things I've learned even since I created the course. Now, I can't go over everything during this that I have in the course, right? The course is many hours of training. But this will be a great jump start to getting your YouTube, your YouTube channel generating traffic, right? And so you can read through this page and see all of the stuff that we're doing. The most important days for you are going to be day 3 and day 1, where you're learning how to connect your business, and then you're also learning how to generate traffic to your business. Those are very important things, right? So if you want access to it, we're going to leave it open until midnight. The reason we're closing it tonight at midnight is because, first of all, it was already closed since Sunday. And the reason we're closing it down again is because with Zoom, we have to know exactly how many people are going to be on in order to set up breakout rooms where we can send you over here to work with this Facebook ad guy and some of you over here with this one. So I need to know how many people on my team need to be on, but then also how big of a room do we need, right? And so we can't have last minute stuff. We'll need all day Friday to prepare for the number of people that are coming. So if you want some traffic training, and this will help you with, partner with Anthony, it'll help you with our ambassador program. It certainly will help you launch these free businesses we're setting up for you. then you can get access to that tonight. Okay, so should be pretty simple. All right, now I'll give you access to this page here in just a second, but you can see that as we look through here, we obviously are going to do the group contest, and then these are just some of the to-dos, right, for you. All right, number one is obviously get ClickFunnels. If you don't have it, you need it. Okay. Number two would be to get Webinar Fuel. All right. If you don't have Webinar Fuel, you need it. So it's simple. All right. You can get the YouTube Business Builder course. And you get 100% commissions. Okay. So that's if you want it. Okay. This is optional. I want to make sure this is clear. This is optional. And then number four, the traffic and launch bootcamp tickets. Okay, this is optional. Okay, these are optional things, right? But these are the things that you need to do. Okay, this ends at midnight, so this is important. If you have not, and if you do want to attend, that page will actually come offline so that we can ensure nobody gets in late, so we can plan. All right, all of those things are located right here inside of your Student Resource Center. So let me show you how to get to this page so that you can get started on some of this. Okay, so you can get there by going to this. It's go.dsc.com/funnel, and the password right now is cash flow, right? So it's go.dsc.com/funnel, and the password is cash flow. All right, and once you get to this page, all you've got to do is join our Facebook group. You can see right here where it says to join our Facebook group. It's free and it takes a few seconds. You can follow me on YouTube, sign up to our Facebook alerts, get your ClickFunnels access. Again, it's free. And then I just want you to scroll down, okay, all the way down here to the bottom where it says that you have the affiliate selling system. All right, and this is where you can get the YouTube Business Builder program right here. This will lock you into those 100% commissions. You can get your opt-in page and thank you page here. You can get your automated webinars funnel that I just built you in ClickFunnels here. You can get Webinar Fuel here, and then you can access our Traffic and Launch Bootcamp this weekend right here. All the information is on there. It's Saturday and Sunday at 12 Eastern. We do offer the replays. You'll get immediate access to the replay page that we'll be putting those on as soon as each day is complete. So you'll have access to the replays yourself, at any point in time. So all of that is available for you, okay? This whole page and all these links do stop working tonight at midnight. So it's important that you do this stuff now. You can go to the link go.dsc.com/funnel and then type in the password cash flow. All right, and then of course our cash prize giveaway. We always do this every single week, but we've got a new little twist. All right, what I want you to do is go live in the Success Connection group. Go live in the Success Connection group tonight and tell me your biggest takeaway from tonight's training. So all you got to do is go in there, tell me your biggest takeaway from tonight's training. You got to go live. You can't just type it. You got to go live in the Facebook group. Tell me your biggest takeaway, and I'm going to have Nick give away $100 cash to somebody just randomly who goes live in there, gives us your biggest takeaway from tonight. All right, so do that right now. And then, of course, go to this link, go.dsc.com/funnel. Password is cash flow. Make sure you join our Facebook group. Get ClickFunnels, scroll down to the bottom, get your opt-in page, your thank you page, your automated webinar built out in ClickFunnels. If you don't have Webinar Fuel, grab it. Get your access to the Traffic and Launch Bootcamp. It does close tonight at midnight on the dot. The page will redirect to a closed page. And then make sure that you get the YouTube Business Builder program so you get 100% commissions. Guys, I want to thank you for being here. Thanks for joining me on another Thursday night so that we can have some fun learning some marketing, building some businesses. How many of you have fun? Just say yes. Okay. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Don't forget to go live in the Facebook group and let me know and let everybody else know your biggest takeaway. And of course, like I always say, have a great weekend, a safe weekend, a fun weekend. Maybe do a little bit this weekend, a little something that other people aren't doing, right? So you can stay ahead of the game and gain that edge. That truly is the #1 key to success online, is having a competitive advantage, having an edge. And if you're putting in some time while other people are playing, you're going to gain that edge, right? So do that. And I look forward to seeing you all right here, same place, same time next week on the Success Connection. Take care, everybody. Good night.